All right, so today we're checking out the TOZO Golden X1s. I actually messaged TOZO and asked them to send me a pair so I can review them for you guys, and they left me on scene. So again, I spent my own money on these, and the main reason why I picked up these headphones is because I am running a marathon and I need headphones that have good IP rating. I want great sound quality. I live in New York City, so it has to be able to handle sirens, train noise, wind noise, running across the bridge, good battery life, all those things. And I've tried literally every single bud you can think of. Actually, I'll show you. Here are the Sonys right there, the X1000, 100, Mark, whatever. Here are the Bose in the Eclipse Gray colorway, which nobody seems to have review-wise. Here's the AirPods, my AirPods that I've had since the day they came out. So here you have three of the best headphones you can buy. Technically, the AirPod Pros 2 is the best one you can buy right now, but you get the point. And I just picked up the TOZO Golden X1. Here it is. Silly little case. And I just want to make a quick video for you guys because the more I review products, the more I find that after testing it heavily, which means going on the subway, going for a run and using it in a work capacity, my opinion kind of changes. So I want to be more honest with you guys. So this is just an initial impression because I didn't see a lot of reviews showcasing this size bud and case against all these. So I'm going to show you what these look like in comparison to the top end buds. This is the TOZO case right here. It is incredibly small. I didn't realize how small this case was compared to something like the Sony. Now the Sony is not the most pocketable case, but it's definitely still pocketable. You can see these cases side by side right there. They're really not that bad compared in size. I wouldn't have a problem with putting any of these in my pocket and running. That's the Sony. Next is the AirPods. Everybody has AirPods. These are the Pros. That's what the size difference is. A little bit bigger, but honestly, the physical space isn't too bad that it takes up. Obviously, Apple has a monopoly on the best of everything. So, and last but not least, my favorite buds design wise, like fit in the ear wise, but not feature wise, is the Bose. Now the Bose case is absolutely atrocious because they did not put wireless charging in here. It's the only case that doesn't have wireless charging. Here's the TOZO, here the Bose. If I had to pick one to put in my pocket, it would definitely be the TOZO because the TOZO has wireless charging. And it's just a little bit more friendly to hold in your hand. You can see versus like this, which is kind of like a pebble. That being said, I'm going to pull the bud out and just show you what the bud looks like because my biggest struggle has been finding a bud that fits my ear correctly and stays in for running. Like if you can't run with your buds, then what's the point? You know, sometimes I'm running for the train, sometimes I'm running across a bridge. And when I check these out for the first time that I opened them, the buds are so nice and small. Like it's probably going to be hard to get a good visual of that, partly because that light is so bright. But the buds are tiny. Yeah, the case has like an LED screen that I don't care about, but I care about the bud. And this bud it's so tiny. It's tiny. It's really small. Now it has like this dual like design where it has like the driver or the magnet or something right there. So only this part sits in your ear, the other part doesn't. And it's really small. It's 10,000 times more comfortable than the Sony. Like if you have, like I love the Sony. I paid out of pocket for the Sony. Here's the Sony bud. This is what it looks like. This is your Sony bud right there. And then this is your TOZO bud. Hope I'm not making it freak out. So those are the two buds side by side. The size of this one doesn't look bad, but it's this overall like shape right here where it gets you. This big truffle type shape, even though it gives you a nice touchpad right there. This one also has a touchpad on the stem. Has a little stem area right there. This one also has a little touch area. They both do, but you can see the size difference there. This one I'm pinching really softly. This one is kind of bulbous. That is the size difference between the Sony and the TOZO Golden X1, which the TOZO Golden X1 is just so much better. It fits in your ear better, okay? Next, I'll show you it compared to the Bose one. Now, again, to preface this, Bose is my favorite style design. They really nailed it when it came to comfort because they have a stability fin and ear tips. So this is the Bose one, which is also nice and small. Has a little wing right here. And then this is the TOZO one. Probably blowing that out, but whatever. That's them side by side. Again, it's like hard for me to show you the TOZO one because I'm pinching it. It has a little wing. They both have a little wing. So far, I really like the TOZO. The TOZO is smaller, which in my opinion makes it better because it's not small in a way where it'll fall out of your ear. It's just small in a way where it fits nicely in your ear because of this little like indented curvature that it has around the bud. This is the AirPod Pro, which is a nice little stem, easy to grab. The stem makes a big difference. And here's the TOZO that I'm grabbing by the stem as well. That's the size. So it's almost like an AirPod Pro with a little bulge at the end, but the bulge doesn't affect anything. This still stays in your ear very well. There is no product showcase mode on this camera. So yeah, it's like an AirPod Pro Mini is what I would describe it. Here's the Bose, here's the Apple, here's the TOZO, there's the Sony for a little size comparison. And again, the TOZO is relatively the smallest. Bose is still, in my opinion, the most comfortable and best design because it has the little wingtip. But I'm gonna show you real quick what the TOZO looks like in my ear. It's probably really blown out because this light is so close to my face. TOZO, right there. Yeah, so the TOZO sounds good. Come on, focus. The TOZO sounds really good. It fits really good. For my initial impressions, again, I'm going to heavily test this, which has to pass those 3 categories. Those 3 categories. So they have to be good on a run, good on the subway, and good for home use, which means like switching between devices, you know, because multi-point is advertised on this. With that being said, just a quick little overview of the TOZOs. Initial perspective is the size and the fit seem really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I am going to, like I said, heavily test these and I'll give you guys a proper review compared against all those competitors. And I'll make just like a comparison video to see which the best one is. So stay tuned for that.